So I just bought a Evolution 380 carbide tooth chop saw for the metalworking endeavor that I'm jumping into. I bought this saw because of the way it was built over some of the other well-known brands such as DeWalt and even a couple other brands. And I chose the carbide tooth because obviously it's cutting steel a little bit faster is what they're advertising. It's less messy, colder cuts, and more precise cuts. So those are the reasons why I bought this particular saw. The reason why I bought this saw over DeWalt or Trey John or something, well, first off, I didn't want to spend $1,000 on a chop saw. Second of all, I didn't want to spend money, $450, $460 on a DeWalt that had a stamp base. I thought that was kind of silly. You know, you're cutting steel. They claim you can cut, what's this box here say? 5 inches one way and 3.5 inches the other way. So 5 and 7/8 inch solid stock, which is pretty impressive for any saw, really. You know, residential level, I'll just say. Anyway, so I'll just jump right into it real quick. It looks like it's well built, like I said before. We don't have a lot of plastic on this saw. Even the shroud is metal, cast up here. This is actually stainless. I don't know what the material of this cast is for the base. I really don't know, but it's a lot stronger than sheet metal, and it's a lot thicker too. I haven't put a set of calipers on it, but I'm going to say it's at least an 1/8 to 3/16 inch thick. Just the base plate, at least where the the bottoms come together right here. That's just what I'm feeling. See the clamp? You know, it's an average screw. It's basic stock. It's not hardened or anything like that. Not that I can tell. It's pretty simple. Cotter key type design. With a lot of slop in it, like you'd want, because obviously this is pushing your material up against the the back part of the clamp. So, but as you can tell, this is probably true cast right here, and this is really what we buy these saws for. Or at least this particular saw for the price point. We're looking for a solid base, and at least that's why I bought mine. It looks like you got miter function back here. It looks like we have riveted stainless steel, which indicates 0, 15, 30, and 45. There's our locking lever for our miter angle. This, because it's on a box, I'm not gonna rip on it too hard, but that's a really no slop, really hard to turn. Haven't been hitting the gym lately, but it feels pretty tight. Might be something that'll loosen up over time, and that might also be that way for the quality of the cut. If you take out tolerance in the spindle, I would imagine that it would be a little bit more precise. I don't know. I'm not an engineer, but it feels okay. Heavy duty springs for your actuators. Your slide, or your blade guard, I should say, opens up real nice. This is coming down for the cut. Closes real tight. Actually recesses in there about probably about a 1/2 inch, which is kind of cool. Going around to the back of the machine. Like I said, about the only plastic that's on this machine that I can tell so far is your end cap for your motor housing and your handles and trigger. That's pretty much it. Oh, that's kind of cool. So there's like a little chip tray is what it looks like down here in the back. That's kind of a cool feature. I wonder how well it works. That's all I'm gonna say. I haven't used this machine yet, so I can't really attest to how well any of this works. I'm just showing you what it looks like coming right out of the box. And I think that's pretty much it, because it's just a chop saw, people. But it's a metal chop saw. So let's see. One last thing I just noticed. There is a detent button here, which basically unlocks your go switch. So thumb operation here, and then a squeeze, and we're lowering. And dust shield. What came in the box? Styrofoam, the saw, a pair of really rad safety glasses. Actually, they're pretty thick. They're the thick rubbery ones. so might float around your shop for years and years and years to come. Instruction manual. This is a knob for this right there. Sorry about the camera angle. And instructions and probably a full line of products that they offer. This was cool. So this is basically an attachment that you would use for if you're like clamping down pipe or something like that, round stock. This just goes in right over said clamp, and that holds your piece. So makes a nice contact. That's self-explanatory. I said the brushes, earplugs, kind of cute. They give you a single serving earplugs. It's nice thought. Not gonna knock it. I'm very appreciative. So other than that, can't really think of anything else to go over here. I think it's a good value for 400 bucks, or just under 400 bucks. I think we were $378 roughly. So I am much happier with this purchase rather than buying a DeWalt. You know, you got the name of DeWalt, for instance, and there's nothing wrong with DeWalt. I have nothing against them. In fact, I own lots of DeWalt tools, but I felt like they just didn't hit the bar when it comes to construction. It really, at the end of the day, these saws are all powered about the same, right around a 15 amp motor. RPMs are all about the same. I think this is like 1100, I want to say. So really, you know, if you want to get into the details of where the motor comes from or whatever, or, you know, where it's put together, those are about the only differences other than quality. So, and this is pretty much focusing on quality. So, and this is not a review, this is just an unboxing. I'm just letting you guys know that the top is actually pretty nice, and for the money, I think that that's probably worth it. So, I haven't plugged this in yet, but that will be coming in another video. I have some rectangle stock to cut. That's about 3/16 inch thick, and then some angle iron and some round stock and things like that. And as I get to kind of use it, I'll go ahead and take a review video later down the road, show you guys some cuts in progress. But I feel like it's a well-built saw, and I guess that's just my opinion, but you're on YouTube, so take it for a grain of salt, I guess. And I bought the saw. I have no affiliation with Evolution whatsoever. It would be nice if they sent me some free stuff, though. I wouldn't turn that down. Anyway, that's my take on it. Unboxing went well, packaged well, quality looks good, everything operates as it should. Haven't plugged it in yet, so we'll see. Later.